Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about query selector and query selector all methods in JavaScript. First of all, these methods we can get from where? Let me write those methods. Query selector and query selector all. Query selector all. These two methods we can get it from document object. By using these methods, we can get the element references. These two methods take like your CSS selector as a argument. What is the CSS selector? If you want to get some more idea, just go through my selectors video in CSS. You can get some more idea. There has multiple CSS selectors are there. One is like the ID selector, class selector, first child, first of type, last child, last of type, greater than, space, plus, tilde, attribute selector. Like this, multiple selectors are there in CSS. Any one of the selector we can pass as an argument for this particular query selector or query selector all methods. So my session, which is regarding what is the difference between query selector and query selector all. Okay, how it is going to work, I want to discuss. So let's do one. First, create one HTML file. Yeah, I already have test.html. In this HTML file, just you can write one div. Okay, inside this div, I have one span is there. Okay, just you can write like a such. There has one more span also there. Okay, that span is like a doni. There has one b. Kohli is there. The same like this. There has one more div also there. Here, Rohit. Here, Yui. Okay, like this. This is my DOM. Don't think more about this content. Okay, this is my DOM elements. Let me run this in your browser. How it looks like. Okay, in two lines. One div is like one line, another div is like another line. Okay, this is like Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli, and Rohit and Yui. Okay, like this it looks like. It looks like this. Okay, perfect. Now my requirement is, for example, I want this Sachin reference, this span reference. Okay, how I can get this span reference? By using query selector or query selector all methods. So first of all, if you want to get this span is not having any ID or class name or something. Okay, if you take like a span tag name as a selector, here overall DOM there has multiple tags whose name is like span 1, 2, 3, like this, multiples are there. So that how I can get this span reference means, first of all, find the selector. Tell me the selector for this particular span. How we can get the selector? This is my span. My span is inside my div. My div is the first child of my body or not. Say this. If you come here, okay, now see, inside my body there has two divs are there. This div is the first child of my body, and then inside this div, this span is my first child or not. Okay, if here this span also first child, so that you should not take directly like first child. If you take like a first child, this span also first child of this div, this span also first child of this div. So first of all, get this div. This div is the first child of my body or not, so that the selector for this particular div is like, okay, div first child. Okay, div first child. It's a CSS selector. If you want some more idea on selectors, just go through my selectors concept, selectors video in CSS. Okay, now see, div first child. So there has two divs are there. Which div is the first child? This div is the first child. Perfect. Now you are here, and then you have to travel to here or not. What is the relation between div and span? The div and span relation is like a parent and children. So that the parent and children selector is there, that is like a greater than or space. Greater than is nothing but a direct children, space is nothing but direct or indirect. Here my span is the direct children of div or not. This is my first div. Okay, that means this one. From there, okay, greater than is nothing but you can come to my all direct children. Which children you want? I want the span. I want the span. Now, how many direct children whose name is like span? This one and this one. Within these two, the span is the first child or not? This span is the first child again. You can write like a first child. Now, this is the full-fledged CSS selector for this particular span Sachin or not. Now, programmatically through JavaScript, how I can get the reference means document.querySelector is the method which take your CSS selector as a argument. Now say this, yeah, perfect. You get this Sachin or not? Once you get this Sachin, you can perform any operation. For example, I want to make this color like a red. My color equals to red. Okay, I want to make the font size something like different. My font size is equals to okay 50 pixel. Yes, you can put it. This is the way my query selector is going to work. My query selector always takes the CSS selector of an element as a argument. Perfect. Now, if I use the same selector for query selector all, now it gives me what query selector all is nothing but with this selector, how many matching elements are there? It is pointing to only one span, right? So that it gives me the list of elements. Okay, all elements, the list it's going to provide. Once you have the list, you have to take by using an index. See this, it gives me the span or not. The main difference I want to tell like a main difference is like very simple thing. Say this, if I put like a span, if it is like a selector, see, div first cell is nothing but a div, greater than is nothing but a direct children, span is nothing but direct children whose name is like span. How many direct children whose name is span for this div? 2 or not. Now, if you give this one to my query selector method, what happened? To my query selector all method, what happens? See this. If I give this one, it gives me all matching elements to this particular selector or not. How many elements match? 2 spans. Why? Because inside this div, 2 direct children whose name is like span. The same thing if I give to my query selector always gives me the first matching element. The first matching element is what? Here 2 spans are there, 1, 2, query selector all. In my query selector, it's not provide like a 2 elements, always gives me the first match. First match is about first Sachin or not. This is the way my query selector and my query selector all methods are going to work. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.